Hello, friends.
Oh, we're doing this again.
It's time for the spectacular.
Oh, I'm excited.
A jumbo series of live shows.
Cool.
With guests whom you all know.
We sure do.
We got all you need in the TV Co app, which is free. We're talking everyday life with BB alums, old school, new school. It's all epic fun. So let's get started, friends, because us three got a lot to discuss.
We do.
It's time to enjoy the show.
It is.
Let's see who'll be joining us.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah.
You're doing great.
Guess who's enjoying the intro?
Hooray!
It's me, and I'm sorry, Nicole. Hello, everybody. Hello. Hi, Nicole.
Hi, Eric.
I used a different intro. I didn't use the Enzo intro. I used a different one. Because welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show, yo.
Look, yo. It is what it is. But before we get to what it is, yo, I think we need to tell people that wherever you guys are watching this, if you are watching in the TV Co app, that is where we are checking out the chats. Make sure that you click the blue follow button if you are new, or wherever you are watching, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. Make sure that you are following us there, and of course that you share the shows, whether you share it now, which we would appreciate, or if you're watching it later in the future, you can share them after the fact as well, because sharing, after all, is caring. Or if you're watching back on your favorite podcast provider, what can they do, Nicole?
Please be sure to leave it a 5-star review and a positive comment, and share it with everybody who you know also likes to listen to some amazing shows.
Now, I do have to say, because people were a little bit confused about this before, if you guys have missed any of our previous shows, you can head over to hellofriendspod.com and check out the show page for that show. It will have the show notes, the links to the, whatever we're talking about in the show, or the people's socials. And it's where you can find all of our past shows. Obviously, they're all in the TV Co app, but sometimes people are like, ooh, but how do we link to that or get to that? So if you want to find, let's say, an old Cody show, you just go to hellofriendspod.com, put it in the search bar, you'll find the Cody show, and it'll bring you right to the show in the TV Co app. Or, well, yeah, they're all in the TV Co app. That's where all our past shows are. So I hope that kind of explains it. I've been getting a lot of questions about that, Nicole. And of course, if you have any questions, you can leave them in the chats. We have a new fun chat feature that we are going to test out on this show, which I'm very excited for. Of course, you can tweet us them with hashtag TVCoLive as well for this show. But get ready, because we have a lot of new fun and exciting things that we are going to be implementing. But Nicole, yo.
Yeah.
I could not. How do I go on if I try and steal the intro from you? I would never be able to do it. So I think I should just start introing you. So everyone, it is the fabulous, the person who played an amazing game on Big Brother 22, a friend of Enzo, an all-around great human being. It's Nicole Anthony here to intro Enzo.
Thank you so much. Here's the thing. You know how sometimes, it's Halloween and the people come to your house and they knock, but you ran out of candy? Or it's like Santa Claus at the mall, and you're the last kid in line and you get ready and Santa's like, I ran out of presents.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Do we run out of presents?
I have a feeling. We are that Halloween house with no candy, or we are that Santa that ran out of presents, because currently, I was just chatting with our good pal Enzo.
Oh yeah.
And we're not. He's not ready. Okay, so laptop is broken. He can't get Skype to work.
Yeah.
It is bad news bears all around.
Right.
He's gonna try to make it later, but I really don't think it's gonna happen. So, it may be a later date.
Look, I don't know why you're selling us short. People, you're getting an Eric and Nicole together show where we can focus on all of you guys in the chats.
I know.
I feel like this is kind of your dream show, everyone. You can yell at us if you want. You can ask us anything that you want. I mean, we have some fun things we could talk about too, and we do want to try a new thing. But did you at least get him? Because look, from what I took from this phone call, I'm getting that Enzo's not making it later or anytime in the day of Wednesday. So, did you at least get him to lock in a new time and date? In which case, we will now know that we have to be all over him and doing hourly check-ins on that day.
Best believe during said phone call, I explained that he better be expecting texts and phone calls from me every hour leading up to said event, maybe days leading up to said event. And pardon my French, he did go, shit, sorry, I fucked up. You know? So that's
wait,
what
he didn't
is right now.
So he didn't say it is what it is, yo?
He did. He did say it is what it is, but then it was preceded by that. But we did settle, because he does have other engagements coming up, for Saturday at 5 p.m. Eastern.
Okay, great. So we just have to be all over him.
On him. Yes, I will be on him.
I will drive to his house and I will hand deliver him a laptop.
Oh, what if we just travel to his house with our equipment?
What if we just do that right now? What if we just go into the TV Co app? I'll pick you up at your house. We will live stream ambushing an Enzo show.
Oh, I would love that.
I would kind of love that too.
Here's the thing, you know, everybody has their jokes about like showmances this season, and I said, lo and behold, there I go again. I scared away another one.
Yeah, I was looking forward to really grilling Enzo about his love for you. How he has like clearly inferred it several times on the live feeds. Maybe he just is like, he's too intimidated. He can't come. He can't face his true love.
Maybe my sexy ways just intimidate him to such a severity that it just couldn't happen.
Can you do me a favor? Can you do me a favor? Can you give me sexy? I want to see I want to see Nicole Anthony do sexy.
This is sexy.
Hey. Is it?
I don't know. You tell me.
That's sexy. Hey. Hey, what a gay horses eat. Hey. Right.
Well, that's how we ended the phone call. He was like, Nicole, hey, I'll see you Saturday. I was like, okay, Enzo.
Oh, Enzo.
You gotta love him. He is what he is in that house. He is what he is outside that house, and it's consistent.
It's something. So look, everyone, here's the deal. We're not going to be liars on this show. I want to incorporate chat. You know, a lot of people have been saying that on these shows, which I do feel like I just want to remind people, like, you know, it is the podcast and it's Hello Friends and it's live. And we're coming up with new and exciting ways to incorporate all of you into the shows, but this show specifically, we can look more at the chat. But I kind of have a question, and then we're going to do something fun with it in a little bit.
Okay.
So here's what I want to know from you guys. I mean, we were going to do this with Cody on the show, and I'll explain to you why I'm doing it in let's say 10 minutes. But I'm just curious, across all the chats, whether you're in Facebook or YouTube or Twitch, wherever you are, you can participate in this.
That's awesome.
Do you guys think, and I know this did not happen, but I thought it'd be a fun way to involve all of the audience, had Enzo, been the one to pick who he was bringing to the finals of the game, do you think he would have taken Nicole, or do you think he would have taken Cody? So now, with that being said, and now this poll's a little bit skewed, but so far it's leaning a little bit to Nicole. It's we're moving.
So what you have to do is write your answer in the chat, whether it is Nicole or Cody.
But this
is really cool to watch.
This is one of the fun new features, everyone, that we're going to be implementing into the shows to have you guys participate more with them, which I didn't realize was set up insisting that Enzo would be here. So do you love how quickly I just got his photo?
I love it. I love it. I think maybe for the rest of the show, I should just be Enzo.
I mean, we could. So I'm going to come back. You can do it at any point, but here's the thing. Basically, people could have just been typing, hey, Nicole, love you, Nicole, Nicole, you're great, Nicole, talking to you. And it still wasn't enough. They still think you should have taken Cody. But look, Nicole, here's what I would like to know, because I want to start bringing up some questions from chat. I saw one from Angie in the TV Co chat that had a very important question, Nicole.
Okay.
Angie wanted to know, if things get serious between you and Enzo, what are your thoughts about being a stepmom?
First of all, I don't like the direction this is going. Second of all, to be honest, I'm the type of person I honestly wouldn't mind, regardless of who it is. If the person has kids, like, that's awesome. It's a built-in family.
I'm going to give you a pro tip, because I feel like if anyone is good here at rearing children or knowing how to be a parent, it's me.
Really, though?
No, totally.
I went to school. I got training. I worked at a preschool for 5 years. But go ahead.
No, I think I'm much better. If anyone needs any childing advice, you can leave those questions too. I feel like you shouldn't be like, yeah, I'd be okay with it. Like, if you get introduced to someone with kids and they want to go on a date and they're like, okay, look, Nicole, I got something I got to tell you. I have 2 kids. I don't know that I would reply with, yeah, I'm okay with it. You should probably be like, oh, kids, I love those. They love them. They're great little maids and cooks, and they do stuff.
I'm a very firm believer that it's also how the kids receive you. Not you rude. Like, you could be like, oh my God, yes, I love kids all you want, but if the kids are just not receptive to you, you know what I mean? So my answer would be, of course, like, I'd be willing, but if, it depends on how the kids feel about it. It depends on how the father feels about it. What?
Here's the thing, which I apologize in advance for. I'm now hoping that your next suitor has children.
Okay.
Because I'm going to talk to those kids and I'm going to be like, it'd be really funny if when you guys are alone with Nicole, you do stuff to her like...
That's messed up.
Or like at dinner, like when the parents like go to get something, just hold up like a little vial and be like, what? Like that. Like, just...
And listen, no, here. The beginning of that statement is the important part. Next time you have a suitor, I don't care if he has 10 kids or 1, as long as there's a suitor.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, take what you can get.
I see Maddie over in TV Co chat says, you should have said that Nicole has him locked in a basement.
Maybe I do. Maybe that's where he actually is. And I just haven't told anybody. Postseason, I kidnapped him. Who knows? Who knows
indeed. I see a lot of people saying that Nicole would be a great mom. I agree. Nicole would be a great mom. I think she has to put up with me. So obviously she would be a great mom. Lucy Z in TV Co chat says Eric would be jealous. Nicole has got this. When it's right, it's right. And it's a deal breaker. Is it, Courtney in TV Co chat wants to know, is it a deal breaker for Nicole if the person with kids doesn't want kids anymore? We're getting serious. Is it Monday? We usually save the serious podcast conversations for Monday.
I feel like, was this set up? Is this some kind of like intervention for me that you and Enzo planned? Like, listen, Enzo, don't come on the show. We'll start talking to Nicole about her dating and who she wants to be with. Like, is this like a plan? Okay. Would it be a deal breaker? It depends on how many. I don't know. It depends on how I feel about him. It also depends on how many kids. If the person has like 10 kids and they don't want any more of that, I'm going to understand. If the person has 1 kid, I don't know. I don't know where I'm at in my life and how I would feel about that.
I also see and am being told over in YouTube that some people are saying they are having YouTube problems, but then other people are saying YouTube is down all over the world. But I'm seeing that the YouTube people are also able to comment in YouTube. So I'm unclear as to if there's a live YouTube issue at the moment. I see people commenting over there. San Diego Girl says, "Oh no, poor Enzo." Yes, for those of you tuning in late, Enzo had a lot of technical difficulties, and he said that he will be joining us on Saturday, this coming Saturday. At what time, Nicole?
At 5 p.m. Eastern.
At 5 p.m. Eastern.
Yes.
Okay, so
everybody needs to like tag him and like Insta stories.
Oh, I'm all over it. Now that I should have been more on top of Enzo. Now that I know I need to be all over Enzo.
I was very on top of Enzo. Now I gotta be even more on top of him.
Okay, I see San Diego Girl 123 over on Twitch says YouTube chat is okay, but it can't play videos or shows right now. I'm so sorry about that, YouTube. So guys, wait a minute. Can we all just lie to the YouTube people so that we don't lose cred? Can you guys all just tell the YouTube people like, oh, like, because the chats basically, we're very high tech around here, Nicole. All of the chats from places like Twitch and Twitter, they all go to all the other places so that no matter where the people are watching, their chats mix with the other people's. So if like the Twitch and the Facebook people, if they could just act like the Enzo show is going amazing for the YouTube people that can't see video, then it could be like all our own joke. No, it's probably a bad idea.
It's an inside joke. I like it.
It's an inside joke, but I don't know. I see Sam Higdon wants to know, Nicole, I'm going to say it's for you. Why has Danny been off of social media?
Okay, so I don't, obviously, I talk to people as individuals and I keep that very private. Like I'm not a, let me tell everybody.
All right, I will do it. If you don't want to breach your trust with her, I can tell them.
No, but what I'll say on a general scale is that house takes its toll on people in different ways. The outside world takes its toll on people in different ways. And certain people just need to separate themselves from it and take a step back and not be in it.
Right. I have no problem telling them the truth. Guys, this is the thing, okay? Poor Tennessee, when Danny got home, Tennessee was filled with rage. And Tennessee just, she was unconsolable. She hired a tattoo artist to come in the middle of the night while Danny was sleeping and give her a face tattoo. Now Danny is having to go see Dr. Will over at Laser Away to try and get the face tattoo taken off that Tennessee did as a form of acting out. It goes back to my point. I don't understand the point of kids, Nicole.
No, she is a loving mother who wants to take the time with her husband and child. Okay. And not be in the realm of, no offense, a very toxic social media world. I'm not laughing because I take it very seriously.
I'm laughing at a baby hiring someone to do a face tattoo. I thought that was some of my best work.
I mean, in the same thread of people we've interviewed or want to interview or will be interviewing, Team Day in the TV Quap said, can we talk about how good the Memphis interview was?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't want this to turn into a Monday show. For those of you guys that don't know, usually on a Monday of our daily podcast, which they will be back 5 days a week starting this Monday. I feel Mondays usually turn into therapy a lot for Nicole and I, where we talk about like serious things. And Nicole usually ends up crying. But I want to, have fun this show. But I am curious, Nicole. We really didn't have a chance to talk after the Memphis show. No. What was that like for you? I mean, ultimately, I don't think any of us understand what it is like to have a 1 in 16 chance of $500,000. And you were on here with the person that took your chance away.
Well, I mean, in Memphis logic, he's not the one that evicted me.
That's true.
It was the it was the 10 people that voted me out.
True.
So now I have a vendetta against them 10 and not, no, I'm just kidding. I think, you know what it is? I will admit, going into yesterday's interview, and I actually said this to Memphis, I was very, very nervous. You can attest to that, Eric. I was very anxious because I wasn't sure if Memphis really watched my season. And I really thought or whether he watched it or not, I just thought he didn't like me. I thought, he targeted me out of like, she's new, like she needs to get out of here. I'm not a fan. And talking to him as a person before the interview, during the interview, and after the interview, you realize some people are able to put up that like front and put up that shield and separate the two. And he's somebody, and don't get me wrong, there are still things that he said and did in the house that I didn't condone, and him and I spoke about it. We spoke about it on the show. But you realize how some people are able to put up that shield and play the game very cold and unemotional and not build bonds with people. Whereas I went into that game wanting to build friendships and relationships because I just have different, priorities and different ways of playing. But I don't know, talking to him made me realize even more so than I've ever thought in the past with other house guests, like, oh, damn, he's just a person that was playing a game, but now he's out of the game. He's expressed, his being apologetic about certain things. He's expressed that he's spoken to people about certain issues. And again, talking to him during and after the interview, like, yes, he dishes it out, but he can also take it. And I'm somebody, like, I said some not so nice things about him, but we were both able to laugh about it. We were able to laugh about him evicting me. We were able to laugh about the things I said about him because I wanted him evicted so bad. And I respect the fact that him, the game player, is different than him, the real life person, and he's able to separate that because there's people that don't separate it.
100%. There is people, I agree with you, that do not separate it. Now, is there anything that you wish you would have said to him while he was here that you couldn't? And then I have a new fun game that I think chat's going to love to play. But is there anything that you wish you would have said to him when he was here?
I don't think so. I think, again, I gave him digs about nominating me and evicting me, which, again, he was able to take on the chin and move forward with because he's that type of person. I was glad to hear him say that he wasn't aware about, being on the spectrum and that kind of stuff, and expressing that he did feel bad about it, and expressing that he did want to learn. Like, that was good to hear. And I did mean what I say, that I hope he continues to learn about it for his sake, for his kids' sake. Is there anything I wish I said? I don't think so. I think
so. You said it all.
I feel like I covered all the topics I wanted to.
Okay. I want to take one more question from TV Coach Chat. It is from Dylan One, who says, "Hi Nicole. I remember watching the baseball recap episode in TV Co. If you guys don't know, we did watch parties for all the episodes in the TV Co app, which is where you can watch Nicole saying things like, Memphis can take that fist and beep it up, hit beep, and then I'm gonna beep beep beep, and then she had to come and do an apology video. That they're only available in the TV Co-op.
Some people would see that and be like, I'm never talking to Nicole again. That's it. I don't like her. One thing I will say I appreciate is he's able to go, oh my God, that's so funny. You hated me so much. Ha ha ha. And move on.
Yeah, he got the joke.
And I'm the same way. If somebody game-wise, like, oh, Nicole, I hated you. I wanted you out so bad. I was rooting for you to lose. I'm like, ha, that's funny. And now it's real life.
Right. Well, I think that brings up a great point, Nicole. I think this is, I think you have inspired a new poll. Now that I'm feeling very confident with polls.
Are you feeling poly?
I'm feeling a little poly. So, chat, I think we need to ask the obvious question here based on what Nicole just said. Do you all think that who we should work on setting Nicole up on a date with is Enzo or Memphis? You can now leave your answers in the chat, and we can see which way that they will go. It's looking like it's Enzo. We need to do an Enzo date. Okay.
You guys are setting me up to be bright red this entire interview on Saturday, and I'm very upset about it.
It is leaning heavily more towards Enzo. I see that. I mean, it is tweeting about the Memphises are fighting back.
My gosh,
but
this is ridiculous.
I do feel like it is a little bit more on the Enzo. Very, very good, everyone. Very, very good. Okay, so Nicole.
Listen,
what?
You guys, I know you know my awkwardness, but let's really discuss Nicole's awkwardness a little bit. See, the Memphis interview's over, so I'm like, go ahead, vote for Memphis. I don't care. But now that you're voting for Enzo, I have to talk to Enzo on Saturday, and Eric's going to bring this up. I'm already sweating.
Oh, I'm bringing up the poll results. I'm bringing it up.
Do not. Do not.
Oh, I know just how many people are voting.
You know how I am. It doesn't matter who the person is. It doesn't matter who they are. They're on the show, and you're like, oh, Nicole, I get bright red. That's just my nature.
I mean, it's been a year of doing shows together. You should probably know by now that the worst thing you can do is tell me what you don't want me to do to embarrass you, which then for sure becomes the thing that I'm gonna do.
What I thought you were doing with that, because I saw Courtney J in the TV chat ask if I talked to Memphis about Give Kids the World.
Now, this is an exclusive.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you guys might not know this. Like, some people do, and I think some people don't. But some of you guys think that, you know, when you come out to the live shows, that that's all there is to the show. But we edit them and then we repost them back up. And I always add more fun surprises, whether it be at the beginning, at the end, maybe a segment that something we discussed before the show started that we didn't make it back to. There is a whole interesting section about Give Kids the World that has been added to the end of the Memphis interview, which, you know, I was upset that we didn't talk about on the show with him, simply because the game aside, Memphis really does do a lot to raise money for Give Kids the World, and he does do a lot for charity, and I think that is great. But what is the moral of the story, Nicole? He's going to Give Kids the World?
Yes, he's attending Hearts of Reality in December, which is a reality star event where all the proceeds go to Give Kids the World. So he's attending it. All-star wise, I know he is going, I know Christmas is going, and I know I am going.
Okay.
And another thing, you might want to watch the end of that episode again, because if you're a Big Brother fan, there may be an opportunity for you to get your hands on some Big Brother items.
Oh, we have to start that. I know people have also been asking. I've been seeing now that the Big Brother coverage is over. Are we going to be bringing after shows back? To which I say, stay tuned. We have a lot of surprises when we come back.
There are so many changes coming. They are good changes. That poll meter is but one of the amazing things that are on their way. Say goodbye to these little emoji guys, because
there's lots of changing. It's like when we have like I feel like we should put an under new management sign up. I mean, we can tease that, right? I kind of think that's a fun little thing, and then I'll pull some more questions from everywhere. I feel like we haven't announced it on a show yet, so can we?
Go ahead.
I threw a little temper tantrum. I'm not going to just put it all on Nicole, that she gets mad sometimes watching Big Brother. As we all know, I might have been a little bit upset during the famous podcaster, whatever your podding is over there episode. And the comic who drew Nicole's comic, who was on this show, if you missed it, Nicole commissioned him to do our whole new everything for us, our whole new artwork for the podcast, whole new overlays for the shows, everything. We are going to have an all new Big Brother themed layout when we kick off the new shows that I'm very excited about.
Not Big Brother themed.
Not Big Brother themed.
Artist created.
Big Brother artist created. I didn't mean Big Brother themed. Correct. So that is going to be a lot.
Themed. There's like Easter eggs in it. Oh, it's gonna look so cool.
There's a lot of Easter eggs. I very much am excited to see it. Now, I know what you are dying to know, Nicole.
What's that?
You were wondering where the poll is standing. Now, let me let you know. It is leaning more towards Enzo, and I just wanted to let everyone know, in case you guys aren't clear, and this is what is cool about our new meters. You, don't even have to use a hashtag. You can just put the words in the chat, and you can do them at any time. You don't have to just do them when we're asking you. At any time during the show you want to do it, you can just put it in. So it's starting to jiggle a little bit. I feel like people feel. Are you typing Memphis in chat right now?
No, I'm not.
You are trying to sway the live poll live?
I'm just trying to make it more neutral.
You legitimately feel bad for Memphis. You want it to go more neutral. Wow. Who would have thought?
I feel bad for Memphis. I just don't want it. So it's wrong in the Enzo direction.
Wow. Wow. This is saying a lot of something, and I don't know what it's saying, but it's saying a lot of something.
What is it saying?
I don't know. I want to know, Nicole. Let me bring up another question. Sergeant Sparkle wants to know over in Twitch, what did Memphis think of the clip of Nicole watching Memphis's comic beat hers? Now, I have to say, I don't think that we sent that to him yet, did we?
We have not.
We have not, but
I think he would appreciate it. I think his sense of humor would appreciate it.
I think his sense of humor
would. And whomever, we own it. Like, I am not the type of person who will say to someone, who, me? I was rooting for you. I love you. Like, I'm very honest with people. Like, no, I wasn't rooting for you. I wanted you to be evicted.
All right. YouTube is back, and they are super happy. Awesome. And they are super happy. Go ahead, sorry.
I saw somebody, oh my gosh, what was the question? Oh my god, it was really funny too. It wasn't about Give Kids the World. It was after the Give Kids the World. It was it wasn't funny. In regard to future exit interviews with the Big Brother house guests. I know some people were asking about, let's say, like a Davon or a Cody. Everybody has been reached out to. Everybody has been asked. The entire cast is invited and always welcome, whether it be for a Big Brother recap show or a Hello Friends episode. And we schedule people as they answer.
100%. People were very upset. I saw a funny one in the TV Co chat, not in the TV Co chat, in the Twitch chat. And I was trying to pull it up, but now I can't find it. It said they're not answering the when Cody and Nicole Frenzel question is on because they can't even get them booked. I just want to let you guys know that we don't hunt the people down. We do our show every day. It is, if you haven't listened, you should go back and listen to the first episode of Hello Friends, why we explained why we started doing these shows and what they are all about. We are not hold people to the fire, grill the people. Of course, we're going to ask the people the questions, but we do in our show, we try and make it comedic and lighthearted and about pop culture and fun things. We don't stress about those sorts of things. If people can make it on, that is amazing. If they can't make it on, we totally understand. Look at Enzo tonight, but it's not a competition. I feel like a lot of people are trying to make things a competition, because it's not a competition. If they do other shows, that's great. If they do our show, that's wonderful. If they don't do our show, we understand. We're just over here living our lives, having fun.
And also keep in mind that there may also be people that we talk to on a personal level, and there's understandings there. You know when sometimes how can I explain this? Sometimes there's individuals who are not ready to do a show or don't feel mentally capable of doing a show currently. And again, we're not the type to push and be like, no, you get your ass on our show. We're understanding. We're open. We'll see you when we see you, because we're open to everybody.
Right. And I think this season is different when it comes to our shows specifically because you were on it with them. So I think that adds a different dynamic to doing the show specifically this season, that they played with you. I think some people think, I mean, I hope that they watch the Memphis show, but I think some people think if they were to talk about their game, and really the people left are people that were against you, I think that they're afraid of hurting your feelings or upsetting you or stuff like that, which I have to say is hysterical, because if anyone doesn't know, my favorite game to play is upsetting Nicole, and she handles it well. By the way, Enzo is still winning in the poll of who Nicole should date. See, what could be worse than that, everyone? What?
I wish I could come up with something to like make you uncomfortable, and I can never think of anything.
Can't work. I've been doing this a long time.
Okay, so I will ask the pollers, which one you should date, Enzo or Memphis?
You want them to say who I should? I mean, I can just, should I just tell them what my choice would be, or we want them to vote?
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, I want them to vote on who they think your choice would be. Okay. Wait, hold on.
Okay.
Excuse me, my tea almost spilled. What do you mean you have a choice?
I mean in the future we need a code word for when you want to throw it to this. It looks like Enzo. Who would I date?
No, I see it moving.
I think it's pretty clear that everyone wants us to be with Enzo, but I'm gonna be honest with you.
What?
You might not like it. I'd go Memphis. Sorry.
You would date the man that evicted me over the man that voted for me to stay?
First of all, what do you think I'm most attracted to? But secondly, wait, you really can't piece together why I would pick Memphis over Enzo? I guarantee you chat knows the answer. I know my mind is blown that TV Co Chat hasn't said the reason why they think I would pick Memphis over Enzo. And of course, we're saying if I had to choose.
If you had to.
I am floored that people haven't gotten it.
Is it because I see Cal McC in the chat? Is it because Enzo's from New Jersey?
Now, I saw Joanna said the same thing in chat. That's right. I was not even factoring in the New Jersey aspect to it. No, I think I saw Maddie in TV Co chat said it first. He owns restaurants, Nicole. What does my whole life revolve around if not being hungry and wishing I had food?
This is true.
I would literally be like, Enzo, I'm hungry. Enzo, that was so Freud. Oh, what does that mean? What does it mean?
Oh, that was a little Freudian slip, my friend.
I would be like, Memphis, I'm hungry. What are you bringing over to eat? Come on, buddy, let's go.
Seems to me that you'd be using Memphis for the restaurants, but you'd be calling Enzo.
Oh yeah, totally.
I want to know when and how this episode took this turn.
It always does, which is why people should watch our daily Hello Friends shows when they start next week. They're a lot like this, except they won't. They will be a little bit more structured as well. Whatever. You just need to be there on Monday, where we're going to explain the whole new layout for shows. We're going to make them more structured and fun and holiday. You are going to want to tune in Monday, or if you can't watch live, at least listen back to hear kind of the way we're going to restructure things going forward. I think you guys are really going to like it. That being said, I got another fun question over from YouTube, where now video is apparently back. And I'm not going to pull the question. I'm not going to pull the question up, because not that we can't curse or do things here, but I'm going to say Lori Ann wants to know.
Lori.
For both of us, I'm assuming, unless maybe it's me, marry, shag, kill. I don't like kill either.
I don't like kill.
I don't like
maybe
kill.
Just like smack around a little bit.
No, let's go with marry, shag, and not invite to a party.
Oh, okay.
Janelle Bailey Christmas.
Janelle Bailey Christmas.
It's so easy. I don't even need. I need to not eat. Okay, would you like me to go first while we're thinking about it?
Oh, I got it.
Okay, you first.
Okay.
Who are you marrying?
I would marry Janelle.
Okay. Why?
Right? I don't know. I feel like she's wealthy. She has kids. This brings it full circle.
So does Bailey. I mean, not have kids, but is wealthy.
Wait. Well, this is where I'm going with this.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
The second one was Shag, correct?
Yeah.
I would Shag Bailey because she's beautiful.
Okay.
Okay, and then I would not invite Christmas.
Okay, I really don't like when you go first and you take my answers, and then I feel obligated to now change my answers so I don't have the same answers as you. So fine.
Right again.
But for the record, everyone, those would be my answers. So I'm clearly marrying Bailey because I would get to drive a Tesla. Number one.
True.
There's clearly
she might let you drive.
Right. I'm gonna clearly shag Janelle because gay icon.
True.
And then I'm not inviting Christmas to the party.
I don't want to shag Janelle because I already fucked her over once.
That was a good one. That was a good one. I'm
bright red. Lord have mercy. Oh
that was
my God.
A good one.
I need to turn on my fan.
You should turn on your fan. Okay, that was a good one. I like that game. I like when we play games.
This is my sense of humor. Like, for those of you tuning in that maybe don't know, it's my sense of humor. Please understand.
I feel like this is good. It's giving people who have only, because I think people don't know that when we cover Big Brother and when we're covering the shows, we don't really, normally we would have done the podcast, but because of you being on the show, it'll let a pause. But people that are new and that have come this season might not know what listening to a Hello Friends daily podcast or show is like. It's like this. And I say podcast, but it will be video, everyone, and podcast as well. Janelle is a Britney stan. Yes, she most certainly is. Nicole Angelica over in Facebook says Nicole should answer for both seasons. Let's see if those answers change. I don't get it. Seasons. I don't get it.
Wait, so do you mean my seasons do marry, shag, kill, or do you mean think of Janelle on her first season, Bailey on her first season, Christmas on her first season? Is that what you mean?
Oh, that makes sense. Right. I feel like I don't want to answer for you. Would your answers have changed?
No, I think they'd be the same.
Yeah, I feel like they would be the same too. I feel like they would be.
But we do have another one in the TV Code chat. This is fun. This is the direction we're going this time. Mm-hmm. Okay, Cherie in the TV Code chat says, marry, shag, no party, Enzo, Cody, Tyler.
Enzo, Cody, Tyler. Can you go first?
Okay. So, damn it. Okay, mm-hmm. I should have asked this one. Okay, I would say marry Cody.
Okay.
Because he just won all that money.
Wow, when did you become so obsessed with money?
I need reasonings, Okay,
I would you do need a reason.
Shag Tyler because I'm not going to invite Enzo to the party because I don't want to answer marry or shag for Enzo because I'm going to have to hear about it on Saturday. That's how we get out of that one.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Your turn.
Before I do my turn, I would just like to get the final results because I've been working on a new poll. So I want to get the final results of our dating Enzo or Memphis. And it turns out it is Enzo. Okay, so final results for the poll. And I'm going to have a new poll in just 1 minute.
Oh, gosh.
Okay, so who are the people again?
They are Cody, Enzo, and Tyler.
Okay, Cody is who we're shagging. There's not even a question. Who am I marrying? Taylor. Also for the same reason. Because I think if he was forced to marry me, he would still keep Angela on the side, who would be cooking amazing meals.
Oh, it all comes back to food.
Well, of course it does. It's like you haven't met me. And then I'm sorry, Enzo, you're not invited to the party because you didn't show up to ours tonight.
But we love him.
Love.
We very much do.
So let me I totally missed it. I saw JP had another good question. I see Michelle says Eric rigged the poll. I forgot what JP's question was before. What?
But Lucy Z said, Eric, you would become a vegan?
Good, delicious food is delicious food. What is the difference if it's vegan or not?
Because, her food. Actually,
look, she's not the main place. She's not the main place that I'm gonna be getting the food from. I'll still be able to get food from other places. But have you seen when
you're gonna cheat on her with other eateries? Oh, because you got Memphis on the side. I forgot about that.
Look,
so Memphis restaurant, her vegan stuff. I got you.
I'm already cheating on her because I've stole her man.
True.
You know what I mean? I marry Christmas so I can always have Christmas during Hanukkah.
Oh, I love that.
I do love that.
You do have a boosted comment from JP in the TV Co chat.
Yes.
Marry, shag, no party. Julie Chen, Phil Kogan, and Jeff Probst.
Phil Keegan, the host of Amazing Race?
I wasn't sure to pronounce his last name. I just know him as Phil.
Okay.
I would personally marry Julie Chen because she's Julie Chen, and then she could hyphenate my name into her name, so she could be like Julie Chen Mubez Anthony. And then I would not invite to the party Phil because I can't pronounce his last name and I'd embarrass myself. And I would shag Jeff Probst because.
And I'm going to say that I feel we have exacerbated the fun of marry, shag, kill. So I am going to say
that's so mean.
Same answers as Nicole and now, by the way, because I already know it's...
I'm having fun, then it's the end of the game.
Because you're going to like this game more. It is our final poll that we will let go now until the end of the show. It is the poll that I think everyone has wanted the answer to. I'll just do the poll right now, and then I'll tell you my reasoning behind it, which very clearly, everybody, I'm sure you're all guessing what the poll is right now. Obviously, it is, who is your favorite co-host of this show?
Oh my gosh.
Eric or Nicole? Now, I'm going to put it to you this way, Nicole. You already have all the built-in Nicoles from the other answer. And, ooh, I'm still winning. I'm just going to enjoy this for the next 30 seconds it lasts. Because I have a feeling when we check in next time, it won't be the same. What do you think, Enzo? He doesn't know he's sleeping. Sorry, Enzo.
Enzo, are you there, Enzo? I think he fell asleep behind those sunglasses.
He did fall asleep.
We'll check in with him later.
We'll check.
He's watching the poll. That's what he's doing. He is the poll watcher to make sure nobody's finagling with it, make sure there's no, double voting. You know what I mean? Like he's in charge of that. That's why he's here.
He is. He very much is. He very much is. Eric, JP from New Jersey says, Eric, get your lawyers to do a recount.
I might have to get mine too. Apparently, it's
I'm winning.
I am hurt. That quickly.
I'm winning.
I went from AFP to I can't even win a freaking poll.
Nope. Sorry. Wow, that's bad. And you are a fan of the polls. Cody's mom might cook you a meal, says Jackie over in YouTube. What a great point. And I do love an Italian. I love an Italian meal. I see Jordan Holt over on Twitter says, Eric, can I ask Nicole Anthony something? Fun fact, everyone. You guys can just ask the question. You all, for all the future of all. Oh, Nicole is creeping back into the middle. It is creeping over to Nicole's side. For all of you, for all future shows going forward, you can just ask. You don't need permission to ask. If it's mean, I'll block you or ban you. But other than that, ask away. Jackie says,
within reason, nothing inappropriate.
Jackie says, podcasters versus co-hosts. And
I see we do have some new fans coming in, new friends, I should say. Guys, I'm late. Did I miss Enzo? No, Enzo is late and missed you.
Enzo will be here on Saturday at what time, Nicole?
At 5 p.m. Eastern, baby.
Sorry, I'm just trying to blow that little. It's almost on my side. Almost.
That's not look or sound appropriate.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I almost want to flip the names. I can cheat on my end, by the way. I can flip the Eric and Nicole's, and then I'd be winning again. I saw that.
The blue side.
I saw that Debbie over in TV Co Chat says Tommy's mom is who you want doing the cooking. Oh, believe me, I know. I know that we would love a Tommy's mom doing the cooking.
She does really well.
Who will win an arm wrestling match, Nicole? You or me? That is from That is from over on YouTube. Okay, so Nicole is literally the person who, if you touch her, like if a warm breeze blows against Nicole a little bit too hard, she's like, ow, the breeze hurt me. Like, she can walk into you.
The other day, what happened? Explain to the people what you did to me the other day.
The other day, I don't know what you're talking about, unless it's when you're trying to tell people that you came up behind me, put me in a headlock, and then I legitimately, with one finger, poked like that. I poked, and she fell backward, landed on the floor, was like, "Ow, I've been beaten." It was like the end of the world.
That's not what I'm referring to, and I did not put you in a headlock. What I'm referring to is when you came at me with your vacuum. And I quickly backed up to get away from said vacuum so I wouldn't hurt my toes. And I slammed into a dresser and injured my back. And I went, ow. And you were like, what? Why would that hurt? I'm like, because I slammed into the corner of a dresser. That hurts.
What else hurts? That I am officially losing the Eric and Nicole poll.
Really? Because it feels awfully darn good.
Who is the better dancer, says Starlet7, Eric or Nicole?
You tell us.
You can tell us by heading over to TikTok, which I do have to say, we are going to come up with fun ways for you guys to vote on the TikToks and stuff that we do as well. But those of you might remember that on the premiere episode of Big Brother, there was a fun scene with Nicole and her, whole family on a swing set. There is another fun scene where that you could watch over on TikTok that maybe it didn't end so well on a swing set for them. That's all I'm going to say. Not now.
I cannot believe you got mom's consent to post that.
I had to go to Nicole's mom and ask permission, honestly. I had to go there and say, is it okay if I post this video for and she said yes. She said yes, as long as it goes viral. Weird.
Serious question. Did Nicole's mom get hurt? She did not. My mama is a warrior. My mama's a survivor. Falling off a swing ain't do nothing to her.
I mean, yeah, she did not get hurt. No.
Mom's the best.
No. I see Mechanical Rainbows is saying, how do we ask a question to the Restream bot? You don't have to ask the bot a question. You just type your questions. I can see them all.
Like you just saw that one.
I just saw that one. Is Nicole a cat running away from a vacuum? Too funny, says Sherwin.
Listen, Sherman Sella, do you like it when someone comes at you with a vacuum? Like my toes could have been broken. They could have been sucked up and like in the thing.
You know how like I've gotten really good about where I have to kind of like read the thing before I'm pulling up the question? I was literally clicking the button. I was like, oh, this is a Twitch one. And it's wanna become famous? Buy followers and viewers at.
Oh my gosh.
I do want to be famous.
We all want to be famous.
If I've learned one thing from this season of Big Brother, it is I don't even want to be Z level famous. I don't even want to be I was on a reality show famous. I just want to be I can wear my sweatpants and my gross shirt and walk into a supermarket and have nobody know who I am. That's what I want.
Yep.
That's what I want.
What you wish for, because you just might get it.
Nick Petrella wants to know, can you tell us behind the scene secrets? You would have to be more specific if you're talking about the fact that Nicole is a megalomaniac, insane monster who doesn't let me eat, chains me to a chair, makes me work nonstop, and I'm probably getting beaten for this poll after the show. Yeah. How's that?
What's megalomaniac?
Oh, you should know. You're the English teacher.
I know. I've never heard that term. That's why I want to be educated.
It's a megalomaniac. Echo, what's a megalomaniac?
Enzo, do you know? Oh, wait, other way. Enzo, do you know?
Between about 5
no, he doesn't know.
years ago, and was the apex predator of
its it's a giant dinosaur that lived in prehistoric times.
I legit thought Enzo like connected and started speaking, and I got so startled.
No, which is weird because technically the noise canceling should have made people not hear that answer. So I'm interested on how that's going to sound, how that sounded for everybody. But it's a beast, says JB. That's what I always thought it was. I didn't know like the correct definition, but I always thought it meant like a monster or a, et cetera, et cetera.
But to go back to that person's question, what would you like behind the scenes of? A specific Big Brother comp, an interview, behind the scenes of this interview and how this one started out.
I don't think you realize that the chat moves so quickly over here on my end, Nicole, that I don't know that I'm going to be able to find the follow-up of that one right now.
Well, maybe the person can write it now. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. And then...
me person in the TV Co chat, behind the scenes of COVID testing. Sure, I could definitely tell you that because I didn't know that they turned off the feeds during that time. And in my experience for 2 weeks, they would call us into the DR one at a time on Tuesday nights. And we would get the Q-tip up the nose and we would go on our merry way.
Yes.
Once a week.
They would get Q-tips up the nose. It was this whole big, whole entire ordeal. How did it feel having that done, by the way?
Oh my gosh, it's the most horrendous feeling. I give so much credit to nurses and doctors that get it done like every day because we got it done like every second or third day in sequester. And then we got it once a week. I was only there for 2 weeks, but I must have gotten it a total of like 8, 9 times over the course
just
of like
2 weeks.
I mean, 2 weeks, 2 weeks sequester before I left. So in the course of like 5 weeks, I got it done at least 8 times.
Wow.
And it's brutal. It is brutal.
I don't think that you had any wall yellers while you were there this time, but I saw someone say, were you there for any of the wall yellers? Were the feeds shut off at all for any of that for you?
I was not there for the wall yellers, which thanks a lot, guys. Nobody went there and yelled over the wall, don't vote out Nicole A. Nobody yelled out, keep Nicole A. So I'm mad at the wall yellers.
I was really hoping that I could have you be mad at me.
Why?
Well, I remember there was this one time for a completely unrelated incident, which clearly has no way to deal with anything that we're talking about now, that you sent me a video of you actually having to perform one of those COVID tests on yourself, the up the nose test on yourself, that you decided to have someone film of you because you wanted to torture me with. And
But
I thought,
listen,
what?
backstory, that was my first ever COVID test, which obviously the doctor for Big Brother is in California. I live on Long Island. I had to self-administer it. And that was something.
And then she sent me the video of it like this. Oh my God, Eric, it was the most horrific thing I've ever gone through. You don't even understand. It was like in my brain.
Yeah,
and then she's like, you should totally go get one.
It's like, it is past your nose. It is past your nasal cavity.
It is fine.
And it is like in your brain tissue.
It is fine. You're so lucky. This whole time I've just been scrolling through the videos, but unfortunately we have 9,000, so I'm sure I just missed it. I mean, I wasn't going to play the audio, but I was going to show them a little behind the scenes tidbit of you doing it, but I can't find it and I don't want to spend any more time trying to look for it. I'm sorry, I tried.
The mole man, it hurts. It does hurt. My nose bled at one point because my brain just couldn't. It was like, wow. But Gwendolonian from the TV Ho Chat said, I'm late. What's going on with Enzo?
Mm-hmm.
Enzo will be here Saturday at 5 p.m. Eastern. I mean, he is here right now. Otherwise, he's here right now. But he's not answering us. Like, Enzo, are you ready to talk yet?
No.
He's not ready.
He's not ready. But you know what is ready? Us closing out this last metered poll for this episode, where of course I asked who your favorite co-host is, myself or Nicole.
And?
Oh, clearly it's you. That's why I said.
Really. I mean, it's pretty close to the center.
There's just so many entries, and I think everyone keeps, like it cancels the other ones out. So it's doesn't move a lot because they're always back and forth canceling each other out. But clearly you're the dominant force, but not by a lot. So awkward.
Maybe last year I was. That meter would have went. Pew.
Yep. I found the question that you wanted to know, which actually that actually is kind of interesting. So Nick wants to know, if you lose a comp and are devastated, do you have to pretend to be happy in the diary room as to not spoil the results?
Yes. So let's say I lost a comp and I'm really emotional. What will happen is they call us in the DR pretty much right after the comp. And that's why we have our gear on typically, or they'll make us put it on later. But you go in there, let's say you have your breakdown, they will record that and be like, what are you feeling right now? What's wrong? And they keep that footage, obviously, for when they announce that you lost. But when you pull yourself together, either then or later that night or the next day, then they'll call you in and be like, all right, take me back to before the veto. How'd you feel when you walked outside? So you'd be like, I walked outside and I see, it shouldn't be walk. I walk outside and I see a giant puzzle. I'm ready. Let's do this. And they're like, all right, don't talk about losing, talk about your thought process. So then you go, so I start with the big pieces. I got this. I'm beating Eric. Here I go. And it's just a matter of like how upset you are. So if you're upset in that moment, they'll record that footage for after you lose. And then they'll tell you to, go collect yourself. But if you're able to collect yourself, they'll have you pull it together and talk about the comp.
It's, kind of like how I feel right now that I've clearly lost the poll. So I'm just going to put it away now because,
Hi, Paul.
I've lost the poll, and it's really sad, but thank you for caring.
Would that be your DR voice?
I feel like my DR voice would be like, hey everybody, it's me, Eric. Oh, burp, burp, burp.
BB23.
You couldn't pay me. I'm just seeing if there's any more. I mean, we're already so over the time, but I feel like we have to. I see Frank Malone says, stop counting the results. Eric, would you beat Nicole in arm wrestling? I believe you're strong. If you had won the Veto All-Starry Night second veto and beat Memphis in All-Stars, would you have used it to save Nicole and flex that win? Says
Of course you would.
First of all, hello, Joanna, and thank you for thinking that I have muscles. Sure, if we're in this fantasy world, I won the whole game. I can't even do a push-up. I legitimately cannot do a push-up. I don't know why I can't do it. Never, my whole life, never been able to.
Can you plank?
I can plank, but that's not going down and up. That's just staying on your elbows. There was no follow-up? I thought you were going somewhere with that. That's it? You're just throwing out stuff? Hey, Nicole, can you do a high kick? Okay, let's move on. That's all. That's my whole and scene.
Can you do a jumping jack?
Yeah, who couldn't?
That's kind of tough to do, like the motor planning of your arms to your legs.
No, that's
like I never understand. Is it all four open, all four shut, or is it like arms open, legs shut, and then you alternate? I don't understand jumping jacks.
I do wish you would shut your legs more often. So, to conclude, okay? To conclude, Nicole.
For my Lottie.
Those that have arrived
to everybody that tuned in for Enzo, you're welcome.
You're welcome. Thank you for helping us see fun new features. Just one of many that we are going to be introducing as live aspects to this show. I am very excited about them. We're going to have live polls probably on the next show, Nicole. So if you thought the meter was fun, I've always wanted to be able to poll people live. That's starting the show. Very excited about it.
We need to do a couple with Enzo.
Yes, I am very much looking forward to it. Hello, Michelle Mills says hello from Northeast Ohio. I just came on. What's going on? I have a question. Nicole, you know the full vote tallies for AFP. Do you know the full vote tallies, Nicole? Do you have an insider man?
I do not. Even last year, they said with over 1 million votes, Nicole, you have won, but they didn't tell us how many I got. They didn't tell us how many Cliff got, how many Tommy got. And the same thing this year. I didn't hear anything. I know obviously Davon won, but they didn't say like by this amount or Tyler.
Didn't they say over 1 million as well?
Did they? I don't remember.
I feel like they said with over 1 million votes, but I could be wrong.
But they don't give you like the actual total, no.
No, I don't think they give the actual total. But we can give you an actual date and time that Enzo will be joining us, and this time we're gonna.
Best believe he will be.
Oh, don't you all worry. I will drive. If I don't hear confirmation from Enzo at noon, we know where he lives. I will drive to his house. Well, we will not be made a fool again.
Damn it, Enzo. Listen, like Michelle in the TV Co chat said, Enzo really needed to talk more. So maybe that's good advice for next time. Like we should let the guests, talk a little bit more.
Yeah.
And Special K 801 said, enjoyed my first live show. I will be back again and again. You both are awesome.
Oh, thanks. Like we said, these shows will be daily starting next Monday. So come for the new Hello Friends experience starting next Monday. To give you a little teaser, we're going to have it more on like a schedule of, always they're on a schedule and happen at a time, but I mean more like Monday shows will be structured this way. Tuesdays will be this way. We're going to have more things like the polls and like what you just saw incorporated. You guys are going to be a lot bigger part of the shows going forward starting Monday. Of course, we are still going to have guests on, not just BB players. If you've missed our past shows, who have we had on recently? Todrick Hall, Anne Heche, I want to say Hugh Jackman. That's a lie. American Ninja Warrior, Matt Iceman is who I meant. We've had a lot of fun Big Brother people on, so check those previous shows out if you missed them. They are in the TV Co app. Of course, make sure you are following so that you are alerted every single time that we go live. And if you're watching this show back in the future, share the show, put it in Facebook groups, or put the shows and tell people about it that you think might like them. Of course, if you're listening in your favorite podcast provider, a 5-star rating and a nice review is super appreciated too. And check out our website, hellofriendspod.com, for our live show schedule to get links to all of our TV Co shows that you might have missed, the show notes, and so much more. Nicole, final thoughts?
I was wondering if Enzo had any final thoughts.
He does not. So what are your final thoughts?
Darn it. I don't know what that's about. I really hope when Enzo returns on Saturday, he has more to say. What I will say in the conversations I've had with him, he is ready to go. He is ready to spill some tea. It is what it is, yo. And yes, he couldn't make it today, but in his words, it is what it is, yo. And it's all right.
It is what it is, yo. I got the whole show set up for Enzo, so I'm ready for Enzo. I got those polls made so I can we are ready for Enzo. You're going to want to be here Saturday, everyone. At what time, Nicole?
At 5 p.m. Eastern. And I'm probably going to be bright red, so get ready for that.
It's going to be great. I see Mechanical Rainbows over on YouTube says, have Arissa Cox on. We did. Check it out. We've had a lot of the Big Brother Canada people on. Bobby Moy. Oh, they said get Bobby. We've had Bobby on three times now, I feel like. But yeah, check them out. They're all over in the TV Co app. Just go to the Hello Friends community. You can find them over there. It was before we started the broadcasting everywhere. Yes. Now you can watch the shows everywhere, but all those previous shows are only exclusively in the TV Co app. So go check them out there. It's the chat that we're always in during the shows. And we will see you guys tomorrow.
Yes.
Bye. We love all you guys. Bye for now, everybody.
Bye, friends.
Bye. Bye, friends. Bye.